But the day will always come
when they must stand alone
and are faced with a choice. Do they follow the path put before them?
or take a different road.
Tired of your boring 9 to 5? Become a dungeon master. Hire a wide variety of monsters to send into battle. Set up vicious and inventive traps. Your workers on strike? Do as you see fit. We won't judge. Humanity is for humans. Explore the world and plunder as you go. Ah, the sweet, sweet sound of shattering bones. Barbecues at the company's expense. Your mission, protect the treasure at all costs. What are you waiting for? The Dungeons Company is hiring.
Onslaught is the first expansion for Fantasy General 2. Fantasy General 2 is the sequel to the classic from the 90s, a turn-based strategy game in which your decisions matter. Lead the clans of the Highlands in open rebellion, take up arms and march south, defeating hordes of undead and armies of armor-clad knights and legionnaires. The new Onslaught campaign is a procedural branching campaign. Choose your general from a selection of heroes, each with a different set of skills, bonuses, and available units. Customize your army by choosing which units to recruit and see it grow battle after battle, fought on random maps. Take strategic decisions and react to ever-changing situations. No playthrough will ever be the same, allowing for endless replayability. The new Onslaught campaign continues the story of Fantasy General 2. Having vanquished and killed the Emperor, the Empire has now descended into anarchy. Your general, plagued by weird dreams, embarks on a quest to seek the mysterious Book of Krell. Guided by your visions, your path will lead you through the war-torn Empire, now prey to ravaging warbands. But great rewards await those who succeed. In Onslaught, death comes from above. The Onslaught expansion also introduces multiple new units, 13 new aerial units, greatly expanding the original roster and allowing for daring new tactics and maneuvers. Eagle bombers, firebirds, Pegasus flamers, monster hunters, and more. You'll have no shortage of options. Strike from the sky and annihilate your enemies. The new aerial units are available in both the original Invasion campaign as well as the new Onslaught campaign. With a new game mode and many new units, Onslaught is a must-have for all Fantasy General fans. And it's fantasy wargaming at its finest.
Things like a well-oiled machine. It's a pretty slick operation. But trust me, we weren't always like this. We started out small, but soon we grew so rapidly, my processors could barely keep up. We hit some bumps along the way. There was that time when we overestimated global calculator demand. But fear not, my fleshy friends. Every mistake was an opportunity to learn. Soon, we dominated the market and outperformed our competitors. With strong leadership, we created the organization of my electric dreams and turned a business into an empire. So proud. So, friend, do you think you have what it takes to build a successful business? If so, you're in good company. Good company.
This is Coast to Coast Radio, serving up the latest news.
Thanks for tuning in. There are ribbon-cutting and groundbreaking events happening all across the city.
Down at the harbor, docks are receiving record hauls of fish, which are being sent to markets far and wide.
There are more ways to navigate the city than ever before, with major improvements in public transportation.
Intercity buses are improving connectivity between states.
And our local communities are now being served by the introduction of trolley buses.
If all that wasn't enough, wait until you ride the overground metro, giving citizens an unrestricted view as they zip through the city.
It's the perfect way to reach the expanded network of healthcare facilities.
High flyers are taking to the skies with a new passenger helicopter service.
They're sharing airspace with the new aviation club, drawing light aircraft enthusiasts from across the city.
Finally, in transport, new hubs are popping up everywhere, allowing citizens to seamlessly transition between transport options.
Local utilities are also getting a boost with new waste management and water treatment initiatives.
It's a real step forward.
With all these latest improvements, the city is evolving into an even more extraordinary place.
As ever, we're delighted to welcome you home
To Sunset Harbor.
Chancellor. I hope you've had a productive night's sleep. Your daily news updates are ready.
The latest state of interest is the founding of the UNE's Galactic Union, which is for...
A new law was ratified by the Federation's members, which will enact...
Megacorp's brand new venture, the Mega Shipyard, has just...
15 billion casualties will not go unanswered.
What would you like to hear first?
The sun rises on a new age as our Galactic Union is formed to protect...
Sweeping changes are felt as numerous other nations are banding together.
They should heed our warnings and stay out of our way.
The time has come to impose sanctions due to their barbarism.
How dare you! We built this galaxy and we can melt it down just as easily!
Majority in favor, the measure passes.
Outrageous! From the ashes before, and we will do it again!
Galaxy today is filled with civil strife.
Federation wars have broken out across the galaxy.
What is that thing? Reports of a juggernaut heading towards the outer
Warn the other colonies to evacuate!
This is a mandatory evacuation.
God help us.
Well, it looks like today is going to be longer than usual. What is going to be your first move?
Corps 2 is the sequel to the acclaimed war game set in World War II, Panzer Corps. Easy to play and at the same time extremely deep, its classic turn-based gameplay style revolves around strategic decisions. In-depth gameplay mechanics model unit movement, combat spotting, encirclements, weather, capturing enemy equipment, and much more. Take command of the Wehrmacht in the branching single-player campaign, covering the entirety of World War II from the German perspective and lasting over 60 scenarios. Recruit any unit type you want and develop your army over time by carrying over your units battle after battle. Choose which scenarios you would like to fight on, and if you play your cards right, you might change history. You can also play on several pre-made scenarios or lead any faction in randomized scenarios, and tweak all your settings to your liking, randomizing your map through the new random map generator. Every major power from the European theater of the Second World War is thoroughly represented, and has a huge unit roster. The total number of unique units in the game is a staggering 1,000. No other strategy game covers as many authentic World War II vehicles as Panzer Corps 2. Panzer Corps 2 offers an enhanced multiplayer experience. It supports up to 8 players at the same time, and you have the possibility to play with your friends in 3 different modes: play by email, hot seat, and live multiplayer.